Hello, dear listeners. You are welcome to FX Pre, the same platform where we share knowledge. So, today we want to look at a particular strategy on this channel today, and this strategy has to do with catching spikes and crashes. Precisely, we are going to use a time frame of 1 minute, and also don't forget to always check to confirm the trend move on M15. It is very, very important to do. And also, for you to be able to be catching spikes very, very well in order to be profitable for you, you will need to have the knowledge of support and resistance. It is when you know that to catch a particular spike or crash, you will see that it's almost at the particular that thing just crashed now, that it has gotten to a particular support or resistance. So you need knowledge as well. And precise, as I said earlier, don't forget to check on M15. This is M1 that we are trading this particular strategy. So make sure you meet all the criteria or all the necessary things to meet if you want to be successful in catching spikes and crashes. Don't let me waste our time here. This is the last uh, zoom out level, and we are going to be using level 3. So you zoom it in to level 3. 1, 2. This is the level we are going to be using for this particular strategy. So in order to catch the spikes and the crashes successfully, as I said, you need to meet the criteria for catching them. But before we go ahead, let me show you the indicators that we are going to use for this particular strategy. So as usual, you go to F on the screen. When you tap F, let's assume there's nothing there. We only have main chart with F. So what you will do is you tap F on the main chart. When you tap the F on the main chart, then you scroll down to where you have relative strength index, RSI. You tap it, then it takes you to this particular page. So you can write this down or you screenshot it. The period 14 apply to close, style 2 pixel in color black, or you use any color of your choice. So after that, you go to levels. Here we have the levels: 0, 90, 80, 50, 20, 10, and the zeros there are not that important actually. So this means that we are going to be reaching these levels in order to catch spikes. So after you are done, click the arrow back by the left hand side, the top left hand side. Then you click on done by the top right hand side. You have the setup there below the screen. Then the next one, you go to F again, locate. This time around, you are clicking on F1, not main again. F1 on the Windows 1 indicator. I hope this is clear. So when you do that, it takes you to the indicators as well. Then locate Ichimoku Kinkyo. So when you get there, you have this screenshots it or you write it down. This is the parameters. These are the parameters for this. The first one 6, second 6, 52. Then check the box, fill it. Styles. The first is 1 pixel. If the background color of your screen is white, you choose white. Those whites you are seeing there is because my background is white. But if your background is not white, if it is black, you use black. The reason is that we don't want those pixels to show. All right. So those are there's no level for this particularly. And when you are through, you go to done. Then you have it set up there. You can see color purple. That is the color there, and the red. Both are the others white. I hope this is clear. So the last one is moving average. You tap on F on indicator window 1 as well. Everything we are having here is under window 1. We don't have anything to do with the main chart. So you scroll down to moving average, tap it, then you have this. Write it or screenshot it as usual. Period 50, shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, 3 pixels of style, then any color of your choice. No levels here as well. When you are through, you click on done. Everything is set up now. So listen attentively to the instructions so that you will not say that strategy is not working. This is when you don't meet up the criteria to use. That is why it might not be working out well. So the tips are, you always allow, if it is on boom you are, if you want to, actually, by default, boom is to sell and a crash is to buy by default. So allow, if you want to buy in order to catch the spikes, allow boom 1000 to get to level 10 before you place your buy in order to catch the spike. Then if it is crash also, that is crash 1000, allow it to get to level 90 before you sell in order to catch the spike. You can see from the one on the screen now. Look at this level here. And most importantly, allow all the indicators there to converge at that particular point in order to be sure that you really want to catch the spike. And when this happens, you can see like a 3. We have one here, another one here, another crash here. But don't be greedy. Anything can happen. So once you have your first spike, you are good to go. Close your trade profitably, especially for those people using small accounts, right from $10 to 20 to 50. So if you have 100, you might wait for another crash, and that is when you place your order to be 0.10. When you place it to be 0.10, I've made a particular video on how to hack normally the default for the least default on Deriv is 0.20, but you can have 0.01, 02, 03 until that 20 and more than 20. I've done a video. Search my videos. You are going to see it on how to change the lot size to a minimal lot according to your account size. I hope this is clear. So when you look at this, you will see that we have the circled area on the the RSI there. You see the 3 indicators converge there. We have the RSI touching 90. We have the MA in golden color. It also touches that area. Then when you look at your Ichimoku color purple, it's also what? It's almost at that level. But since you have the two converge at the convergence of the RSI and the MA, most importantly, then you sell and you have those 3 powerful crashes. Look at how much money, even if you place 0.20, look at how much money it's going to fetch you. So that is that about that. And let's look for another opportunity. This is crash 1000. One more before I go to 500. This is another one. Some people normally say go to the extreme end of left or right. This doesn't matter actually as pertaining this strategy. So once you open that particular instrument, locate the opportunity for you there. So when you look at this as well, even this time around, the Ichimoku touch, it touches level 90. So also RSI and the golden color MA, it also touches, and we have the peak there. So look at powerful crashes there, 0.20 much money. So that is that about that. And let's go to 500 now. Let's go to 500. um Crash 500. Yes, this is crash 500, and the criteria for the crash, this particular area is very clumsy, very clumsy. So you avoid such a trade. Yes, this is a very good one. Look at the point here and the peak. So if you have your order placed there, you can see immediately that black color, the RSI, immediately it touches this area. You can see it touches this area. You place your order, you just have like 2 to 3 candles and you have the crash. Very powerful. Look at much money. So that is that. Now let's go to boom 1000. Boom 1000. Okay, so this sells, it sells. Yes, it sells. So for this, if you want to really sell and be profitable, you will need to actually, this strategy is for catching spikes. If you want to sell or buy as well, you need to meet some criteria, and the criteria is allowing the Ichimoku to touch level 90. So also the moving average, as you can see right here, allowed two of them, allow them to touch level 90 to be sure that it really wants to sell. So look at the long sell there. You can see, just look at the long sell there, long sell. Even if you want to go for this at all, by the time you go for 10 candles, you are okay and good to go. So that is that, but this strategy is only for spikes. It's only for spikes catching. So look at this one. It meets up the criteria, and this is the point here. Look at the RSI, the MA, and also the Ichimoku. All of them are the point of level 10. That's what I said recently, that allowed to go to level 10. If it is crash 1000 and boom 1000, if it crash 1000, allowed to get to level 90, and if it is boom, allowed to get to level 10. But if it is crash 500 and boom 500, allow them to get to level 80 and level 20. That's the spike or crash from there. So this is, and when you place your order right here, once you can see that the red mark there, once you go there, like 3 to 4 candles, it's what? It spikes. That is that. Let's go to boom 500. No wasting of time. Okay, now we have boom 500 here. 500. Look at that powerful spike right here. Even though it doesn't really meet up with the criteria, because we don't have the indicators meeting there, so you ignore, except you want to risk it, which I do not advise you to. So always look for opportunities. Many spikes there. Yes, this is exactly the one we want. Look at, as I said earlier, boom 500 usually stops at level 20, but if it is 1000, level 10. So same thing as a crash. If it is crash 500, it's normally crash at level 80, and 1000 at level 90. So take note of that. Look at this level now. We have the MA there, we have the Ichimoku there, we have the RSI. 3 of them there. So if you want to enter, you enter your trade right from here. You can see. Then 2 to 3 candles, you have the spike. So that is it. And that is how far we can go for this today. If you have any question, drop it in the comments below. And also do not forget to subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified on new video to come. So also in the previous videos, you can check if you want free signals. We have a WhatsApp and Telegram group for that. And also for paid, in the free channel, we have 1 to 3 signals per day. Then in the paid platform, we have 1 to 10 signals per day. Imagine how much money. And these strategies are really pure, 98% accurate. So that is that today. Like us on Facebook, share our link, share our pages. That is a FX Pre on Facebook. On Instagram, Unique Educational Consults, at Unique Educational Consults. You can go there, see our success results and people's comments there. So the WhatsApp and the Instagram, the Telegram will be there. If you want to join our free signal group, you can join there. And I wish you success in your trading life. Have a nice day.